السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا وأهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome class. And today we are having class number 19, in which we are going to complete chapter 9 and move on to chapter 10. The test is coming soon. استعدوا, right? Prepare. In this last section, page 53. Page 53. التمرين الثالث. Your guys' homework was on page 52, and it was looking at na'at and man'ut. And briefly we said na'at and man'ut means that one is an adjective and the other is the person or thing being described. Na'at is the adjective and the man'ut is the thing or person being described. On page 53, we learn a little bit about what is known as al-ism al-mawsul. Do you guys remember? Actually, let me rewrite this for you. So that way, we took before, what do we say? Asma'ul, what do we put here? Asma'ul isharati, right? What's asma'ul ishara? هذا, هذه, right? ذلك, تلك. Yeah, no huwa here, that's something else. All right, and now we have.
Is that the same thing as a damir?
No. Asma'ul mawsula. Or how it's usually described is they put al here. They put al asma'ul mawsula. All right. So this is what we're taking today. Over here, this top one is هذا, هذه, ذلك, تلك. We already took that. Today over here, and this comes in a little later, where it goes into a little more detail. Today we're taking الذي. This is a hamzat wasl, right? الذي. And this word comes a lot of times in the Quran. الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك, right? You're going to see others. الذين. That also comes, right? You're going to see others as well. التي. And finally, اللاتي. The only one that concerns us today is one. That's it. So, single male, plural male, single female, plural female. It's going to be erased right now because all I want you guys to do is focus on alladhi. Right? Finished.
And alladhi was single man, you said?
That's it, single male. That's all I need you guys to know for today. But I wanted to show you that there's more, and they all come under al-asma'ul mawsula. Right? What do you think mawsula means? Like wasl. Remember hamzat wasl? Doesn't it sound like mawsul, wasl, mawsul? Right? Or are they talking about in Iraq? Huh? Yeah, no, it's not what they're talking about. All right, al-mawsula means the one that is that's connecting. So it means that this is connecting to something else. That's what it's referring to. So, adapter. Let's take the first sentence. الطالب الذي خرج. All right, I'm gonna just use this one we have here. الطالب. Don't worry, it's a little bit slanted. I was out of space. الطالب الذي خرج. خرجيم. You guys are going to think that's a lot, aren't you? So, الطالب, the student, الذي خرج. We know what left is. What is this? We said it can mean the one who, or simply as that. So either this sentence means the student, the one who خرج, left or exited, or it means الطالب, that left. The talib that left. That's it. Now, when we have that, I don't like to describe it as that. Do you know why? Because we learned ذَلِكَ to be ism ishara, demonstrative pronoun. And we also learned tilka to mean that. So if I'm pointing to something over there, it's masculine, male object, I say, or male person, I say ذَلِكَ. If it's a woman, I say tilka. That is what that means. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ. Right? تِلْكَ الْمَرْأَةُ. That woman. Can I use that? الَّذِي? Right? Can I say الَّذِي? No. I can't use الَّذِي for that. So that's why I like to avoid that. But we don't have this in English. We don't say the one who as a single word. We have to say, a couple of words there. Understand? That's it. Let's take some examples. الطالب الذي خرج من الفصل الآن من إندونيسيا. Oh, they say it a little different. Indonesia. They say Indonesia. Okay? Indonesia. Either one works fine. Indonesia has been said. Indonesia both means Indonesia. The student, the one that left from the room or left from the classroom, now is from Indonesia. All right, good. I get to sit. You guys get to read. Mudaffar, اقرأ.
الكتاب الذي على المكتب للمدرس.
All right. الكتاب الذي على المكتب للمدرس. The book that is on. الكتاب الذي. Right? You hear me say that? The book that. The book, the one. Sometimes who is not going to be in there if we describe an object.
On the table belongs to teacher.
That's it. Belongs to the teacher. السؤال الثالث.
لمن هذا القلم الجميل
نعم.
الذي على المكتب.
Very good. Good use of حركات. لمن هذا القلم الجميل الذي على المكتب.
It's a question.
It's a question.
The book
Whose is this beautiful pen?
belongs to.
Yeah. That is on the maktab.
Desk.
Yeah. That is on the desk. السؤال الرابع. تفضل.
البيت الكبير الذي في ذلك الشارع في ذلك الشارع للوزير.
We have a problem with شارع.
في ذلك الشارع.
في ذلك الشارع. Very good.
But ذلك is in between the fi, so it's still it's a.
Did we ever take when ism al-ishara, right, is there, and a word that comes after it that has alif and lam? Do we ever take that before?
No.
Let me see. We said ism ishara, and then we said a word that comes after it has alif and lam. If it's yes, then tell me yes, even if you guys forgot. Well, I'm going to talk about it briefly, and I'm sure somebody's going to have a good question for it. I'm certain of it. Here we go. Listen to this now. The word that we have there, it's fi ذلك الشارع. That's a sheen. I don't like the size of that, right?
I think you talked about it. Yes. I think so too.
Oh yeah, I'm going to refresh your guys' memories. في ذلك الشارع. What category of words does this come under? Is it a dharf or is it a ism ishara? Dharf is something like khalfa, right? Amama. This comes under ism ishara. Hada, hadihi, dhalika, tilka, right? So this is ism ishara. If a ism ishara comes, then a word that has alif and lam, right, comes after it, this...
It's going to be harf al-jar.
No. This is the harf jar right here. Fi has affected dhalika. You're correct. So you're saying, how is it going to be able to reach this one over here? Right? Because this word is going to be what is known as badal. Badalun. Which means it is a substitute or a representative. Right? Meaning that if I got rid of dhalika and I said fi shari'i, would the same thing be said?
Yeah.
So that's how you can tell that this word is exactly this word. And badal works exactly like what?
No.
It works exactly like na'at and man'ut. Except you have badal and mubdal minhu.
So is it ذلك الشرعي?
No, dhalika stays as it is. This is a special word. Dhalika and hada and tilka. They're words that are called mabniyun. Is that what you
They
said?
don't change, right? Harakat don't change.
Which those words, they don't change. They don't change on the outside, but they change in their place. Like you'd still call this ism ishara, mabniyun, right? Ala al-fatha or ala al-fathi. It's stuck on the fatha. But its position is majroor. It's really majroor, but we can't show it because it's mabni. That's what it is. But then since this is the badal of that word, right? Then it's going to take on the same haraka as that word, just like what na'at and man'ut does to each other. All right? This will ism al-ishara, and then a word that has alif and lam, you're going to get a badal. And we will, this is not our lesson, and we'll take it at a later time. So ism al-ishara, and then after it is a word with alif and lam, you're going to have a badal there. All right. We get a lot into this class with grammar rules. We get a lot into it, you know. It's true that this course is mostly focused on the grammar, you know. But, I mean, this class in particular likes to know the finer details of it. It's good. It shows that you guys want to learn.
You trying to say it's the best class?
Probably, yeah, ever.
You can't say that.
Say it.
You finished with your sentence, right?
Yeah, I said it.
We didn't take the translation, though.
No, we didn't.
البيت الكبير
The big house.
الذي في ذلك الشارع.
That one in
That
one
is-
on that street or
That is in that street, that is on that street. Sometimes fi and any harf jar can have multiple meanings. We see here that is in that street. We commonly say that is on that street, so it's okay.
So it's for the wazir.
Belongs to the wazir, yes.
Shari'i is the street, right?
Shari' means street. Wazir means what? Minister. Amir, اقرأ.
الشريد الذي
No sheen. Seen.
السرير
Mm.
السرير الذي في غرفتي خالد مكسور.
Okay, let's take it one at a time. السرير الذي في غرفتي. Right? Now we have to know, does this غرفة belong to anybody? What's غرفة mean? Room. So does it belong to somebody? What does that make it then? When one thing belongs to something else. Mudaf and mudafun ilay, which means that the second word is what? Majroor, not u. E or in. So you say, fi ghurfati Khalidin. So you know your stuff, huh? That's good. There's one more area you can expand on. Doing your homework early.
Oh, في غرفتي.
So good. So that's why it's gonna, since it belongs to him, you say غرفتي خالد. The reason why we say غرفتي and not غرفة is because fi was before.
مكسور.
Now we have maksur. So nothing is affecting maksur, so we're going to say maksurun. Keep it in the original state. If nothing is happening to it, keep it as originally. I'll read it once again. And then Amir, you're going to tell us the meaning. السرير الذي في غرفة خالد مكسور. Tell us the meaning.
The bed that is in Khalid's room is broken.
Very good. Finished. They give you example in that box. It says بيت جديد منعوت and نعت. انظروا. What does انظروا mean?
Listen.
Not listen. Look. And I'm talking to all of you. If I say انظر, who am I talking to? Just one. انظروا. Right? Yes. صلوا. اجلسوا. All of that. If you ever hear oo coming like long at the end of a word, you could imagine it's a plural. So انظروا. آمنوا. Very good. الكلمات الجديدة. المكتبة. What's the meaning of المكتبة?
Desk, I think.
Maktaba is? We said, no female desk.
There's a ta.
Anna, hold on, listen up. You have al-maktabu, which is the desk or office. Al-maktabu, not maktabatu, maktabu, no ta. It's desk or office. Al-maktabatu, with a ta marbuta at the end, means library.
Change very bad.
You know what I noticed is the nouns don't have female. Like if it turns female, it becomes a different word. Like what you just did. But the descriptions turn to female.
Yeah, that's true. It's, you know,
Explanation.
yeah, like you can't say haqibun and haqibatun. Like it's just, there's some objects that are male and some objects that are female. All right? You can't take a male object then switch it into a female object. Like kitab and then say kitabatun. You actually change the meaning completely. Because kitabun means book, whereas kitabatun means writing. See how it changes? So it's just a different word. There's some words that are female, some words that are male. Nah? Or, you know, I keep saying female and male, but it's really feminine and masculine. Because when you say female and female and male, it's like the female person. And you say male, it's male person. But we were really supposed to be saying masculine and feminine. You know, I just, if we say opposite, just know what we mean. Yeah.
Al-ana.
Okay. Al-ana, now. Al-mirwahatu.
Refrigerator?
لا. ما معنى مروحة؟ المروحة تكون في السقف ثم تدور.
Ventilator. Hey, أنا fan?
Fan. What did you say?
Fan.
Ventilator.
Fan, right?
It's a fan. It's a مروحة. طيب المستوصف. Clinic. مستوصف means clinic. المدرسة الثانوية.
Secondary school.
Secondary school or high school. شهير. Famous, renowned. And lastly, حاد.
Hold on. What about the shahid? Hey, what about the
السكين حاد.
Hadun is very
Sharp.
Oh, sure.
Sikin is knife and sharp is had. Shahirun is famous or renowned. Some of you guys are acting like we said these words for the very first time today. No, you guys know them. I know you know them. Athanawiyah, secondary school.
high school.
Oh, that was part of it. Oh, sure.
Review your notes, guys. You're gonna fall behind.
Huh?
Review your notes and your lessons. You will fall behind.
I am behind.
You're gonna forget your words. We're on chapter 10. You know what the end is at the end of chapter 10? اختبار.
Vacation.
No vacation. حتى تموت. You get vacation when you die. There's no vacation. This is, if you guys are ever wondering why there's not more like Islamic teachers, it's hard. You know, it's hard work. Wallah, to be fluent in like Arabic, to be fluent in Islamic what do you call it? Sciences. There's a lot of them. Well, I was filling out something today, and I was writing. We came tafsir, and then fiqh, and it came into syntax and morphology, and it came into history. And it just was one subject after one subject, and it was like this very broad, you know, it's very, very broad. So that's why you find that a lot of people don't want to do that. You have to study broad, and then you get it narrow and narrow and narrow until you specialize it. But the amount of money you're going to earn when you learn this is probably not going to be much, and the amount of money you're going to earn when you are a teacher, not going to be much. But with Allah, it's more expensive than anything. You understand? You could be home sleeping, you could be home eating, you could be home watching a movie, you could have done so many other things. But the malaika at home, when you're doing that, they're not going to ask. They're not going to say, oh Allah forgive them, oh Allah have mercy on them, when you're at home doing those things. But here you are. But you have to fight your nafs. You have to fight your nafs. You have to say, no, I'm going to be here. I could be anywhere else. I have to be here. So just keep at it and make sure you review, because otherwise, what you worked so hard for already, you're going to forget. Understand? You already worked hard for it, so just, work a little bit harder to keep it. الدرس العاشر. We've been going for like 30 minutes?
20 minutes.
No, it seems like more.
In 21 minutes.
I don't know about that.
So when's it to?
When you finish chapter 10.
Is that like next week?
No, it's not next week. It'll probably be, this is one of the longer chapters.
Oh, okay.
So it'll at least be 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
If you start that, can you give one example of Alladhi in the beginning?
Alladhi, in the beginning of a sentence. Let's see. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, it's not going to be plural. It's something like where if you say it, then and it's going to be attached to something else. Watch. So I say, الذي يجتهد ينجح. All right. I'm surprised why you're asking it, but here you go. What's najaha mean? Success. You heard what you wanted to hear. I heard success. All of you go get married or something. Listen, الذي. Listen, ikhwan. الذي يجتهد. What's يجتهد? No, that's for this one, ينجح. يجتهد is from mujtahid. Working hard. So, the one يجتهد that works hard, ينجح, will be successful. So that's something that you can use. And that's where you won't see it be used as that. It's more like the one. الذي يجتهد, the one that works hard, ينجح, will be successful, basically.
That one has no al-wiser.
You guys didn't even take fi'l mudari'?
Put this in his test.
You did not take fi'l mudari' yet. What do you call it? A present noun. And those were both present nouns up there.
Okay,
So don't worry about why it looks that strangely.
we got Mirham's always joking.
But I don't know.
Comprehend how
How do you use alladhi?
do you use
Yeah, oh, there. All right. We are going to الدرس العاشر, right? And what I'm going to do is, since the lines are short, every student is going to read 2 lines, and then we go to the next student and he reads 2 lines, and so on and so forth. After everyone reads, right, I'm going to read after that, so you guys are, well, I'll do it as you're reading, so we get the correction of the
What's up with that
reading.
Chinese over here?
It's as you say, easy peasy Japanesey. It's لغة يابانية. طيب سيد اقرأ. نعم. Start from the top. الدرس. Good. الدرس العاشر.
من أنت؟ محمد. أنا طالب بالجامعة.
Again.
بالجامعة.
No. ألف first.
بالجامعة. Sorry.
بالجامعة. Very good.
بالجامعة.
So, and we can skip the names of the people in the dialogue, like Muhammad Hamid. The first sentence, من أنت? Who are you? أنا طالب بالجامعة. I'm a student in the university. They didn't use fi. What did they use? They used ba, harf jar. Have we taken ba as a harf jar? This is the first time we're using it. It's a harf jar.
So it's in?
It means
from?
B has over 20 meanings sometimes.
Which one we need?
You need just in right now.
In?
The ba in the Arabic language has over 20 meanings. Sometimes it can mean be, it could be because, it could be by, you know, it just depends. Right here, it's mostly used as by or in.
If you cannot find the right half a jar, you just use like V.
No.
That's a good one.
It's a good try, but no. I'm just telling you, you know, it has a lot of different uses.
Does it come with that alif or just?
No, that alif belongs to al-jami'ah and the ba is attached to that alif, hamzatul wasl. And whenever something comes before hamzatul wasl, it disappears. So we did not say bi al-jami'ah. We said bil jami'ati. Ana talibun bil jami'ah. I am a student in the university. That's two sentences. Abdul Majid.
أنت طالب جديد.
Okay.
نعم أنا طالب جديد.
طيب اشرح. Explain.
Is this new student?
Okay. أنت. What's أنت mean?
You.
Are you?
Are you
Are you?
أنت? Good. Are you طالب جديد? A new student.
Yes, I am a new student.
He said نعم أنا طالب جديد. أحسنت. Yes, I am a new student. So أنا means I, right? طالب, a student. جديد is new. Nadim.
من أين أنت؟
Mm.
أنا من الهند.
اشرح.
Where are you from?
Okay.
I'm from India.
Good. من أين أنت? Where are you from? أنا من الهند. I'm from India. أحسنت. Brilliant.
ما اسمك؟
Mm.
اسمه محمد.
What about the yeah?
Ismail. Yeah?
What's that yeah at the beginning?
اسمي.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so what's that yeah used for on ismi?
For mine, like
Me.
position.
Me, yeah.
Mine.
correct. That yeah, the first sentence says masmuka. See what we did with both alifs? We got rid of the alif on ma and the alif on ismuka because both of them, or one of them is hamzat wasl and the other one ends with a sukun, and we're just going to go ahead and skip them both. We said masmuka. What's your name?
Why don't you do that on the word Harun?
Harun?
Yeah. You know
Where?
The alif after the ha.
No, it's a ha. The name Harun?
No. The word hot.
Oh, Harun.
Yeah.
Okay. It almost sounded like you said Harun.
Harun.
Yeah. Make sure that ra is clear. Harun.
Harun.
Yeah, Harun.
Hot. What about it? So I'm saying, why isn't the alif silent on that one? Like, why do we pronounce that one, but we don't pronounce this one?
That one's not a hamzat wasl.
That's the alif. No, but I thought the hamza to wasl is on the ismuka.
But that one needs to be there because the med needs to remain so that we know there's an alif in there. So the word he's talking about is Harun.
That's a good question, though.
Right? So if this disappears, what do you think is going to happen?
Harun. Harun, the word. I mean the name.
Huh?
Harun. Harun.
Harun. The meaning is different. Right?
Yeah.
And both of them are.
So I guess basically he's trying to say, when do we know when to draw, when to not draw?
These ones are said both ways like this. For this one and for this one, they're the same. You say Harun, or I'm sorry, I don't know why there's a shadda there. Harun or Harun, right? If you say Harun, meaning it's like, it can mean it's hot, right? Or it can even mean it's spicy, right?
There's no shadda there?
There is a shadda. Harun. And this one, Harun, this means it's hot, right? It doesn't really mean you can't, it's not used for spiciness and things.
So you can take the aleph out like we did over here. Like,
But it'll only be used in one way, but this one is used for multiple ways. It wouldn't be taken out. They're two. These are both said as is.
but how do you know when not to say it? Is what I'm saying. Like not just on that word.
On this word,
reading.
the one we took says mesmuka. And this is what I'm saying about going into details about things. I'm talking about exactly. We did not erase this. We just skipped it in saying. It's still there, right?
Yeah.
It didn't get dropped. This is still there also. But when we speak, we got rid of it. The reason over here, we have to keep it to let us know that the alif is actually there. Harrun. If we delete it or we erase it, we would think that it's not there anymore. If we say harrun, and we'd be talking about this har and not this harrun. Bottom line, these both alifs remain and we skip them in saying. Right? So hamzat wasl, you skip.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay? This one is ma. So if you have a word, this is like for istifham. Right? If it ends like that, this one, and it's for istifham, like an inquiry, then you're going to skip it as well. Let's just leave it just like that. So ma of inquiry plus hamzat al-wasl, these ones get skipped. If it's in the middle of belonging to a word, you're not going to skip it.
So if you said ma smuka, that would be wrong.
Yeah. In saying,
In saying.
it's considered not fasih, like not what do they call it? Lack of eloquence. Ma ismuka.
Can you do
Masmuka.
ma'ismu? Ma'ismu?
And then you have to say, it means whose or what's name.
Ma'ismuka. Can I do ma'ismuka?
That's what we
Instead of
did.
saying masmuka.
No, you're saying when you.
No, you have to say it like that. Otherwise, it's not. It's lacking. That's not the right word. Eloquence.
Like when it connects and stuff.
It's kind of like you're saying something in English like in the wrong syllable. You know what I mean? Like you stop on the wrong syllable.
Like
And-
if you say to me masmuka, I need to
That's fine.
in my mind, I need to look for the word masmuka.
Yeah. If you say ma,
Instead of saying ma'ismu. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're not being fasih enough. Like you're not being. And the native speakers don't say that. Masmuka. If they want to clarify and speak slowly, like what is your name, instead of what's your name. You know what I mean?
Like what's?
Yeah, it's like what's, probably. What is your name? Or you say masmuka, just quickly like that. And that's usually how it's said. And when you read Quran, it's read like that. Yeah?
It's like what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Getting rid of the G,
Short
saying.
words, right?
Not exactly, but kind of. Anyway, let's continue with this, Juan.
ومن هذا الغتي غتا
No, it's a fa.
فتى الفتى الذي معك.
ومن هذا الفتى الذي معك.
What is that?
Fata is a new word we never took fata. All right, fata means either like a young man, right, or a boy. When we say young man, like adolescent, teenager. Yeah, fata. And it sometimes can refer to like a young man also.
So it's a little bit older than walad, right?
It's older than walad, yeah. So fata.
Before rajul.
It's like imagine like a 10-year-old, probably to like a 20-year-old or something like that.
Teenager.
A little bit past teenager. They'll still call him fata, like it's like he's in the adolescent years, the teenager years, and a little bit before the teenager years.
What is ma'aka?
Ma'a plus ka. Whenever ka is to a word at the end of a word, it means your. Right? Kitabuka. Qalamuka. Ma'a ka. What's ma'a mean? With. We took ma'a to mean with.
Oh, with you.
So you have ma'a ka, with you. All right? Let's continue. Ismail.
Okay, هو ذا ميلي.
هو زميلي. ما معنى زميل? We're not taking زميل?
No.
Oh, زميل is classmate.
Oh.
All right. So you say مظفر هذا زميلي.
My classmate.
My classmate. So the ya is for my. Who's in the back there? Mustafa?
نعم.
اقرأ.
محمد.
نعم.
هو أيضا من هندي.
هو أيضا من الهندي.
من الهندي.
نعم.
لا هو من الياباني.
All right. What's that mean?
Is he also from India?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's from Japan, right?
Yeah, that's correct. هو أيضا. Is he also? أيضا is also. Right? من الهندي. Is he also from India? لا هو من الياباني. No, he's from Japan. Continue. نعم. ما اسمه? اسمه حمزة. All right. What is his name? His name is Hamza. We added a ha, and we're going to go back and break down these words, by adding these damirs to it. Like what happens when we add kaf to the word? What happens when we add hu to the word? So don't,
There's a lot of grammar. They're just sneaking it in.
Not really about grammar.
I mean, the new things.
Yeah.
Not just new words. It's just
That's why this is one of the longer.
معاك.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're gonna take adding these dhama'ir like ka, hu, to a word.
Also, masmuhu is the same. What's your name?
No, it's not your name. What's his name? So if you put hu to the end of a noun, it becomes his instead of your. Kayfa haluhu is different from kayfa haluka. So if I say,
How are you?
yeah, kayfa haluhu,
How is he doing?
how is he doing? Ismuka, your name. Ismuhu,
His name.
his name. All right, very good. Back to Mudaffar.
Even the feminine is going to be ismuhu.
No, we're not on feminine yet.
You just wait. If the girl comes in, you say, "No, yeah."
There's no girls in this classroom. We don't need to worry about them for now.
ما لغتك يا محمد؟
Good.
لغتي
Al.
لغتي
Al-ur.
الأردية.
Very good. ما لغتك يا محمد?
Language. What's your
What
language?
is your language, O Muhammad? لغتي
My lughat.
الأردية.
Urdu.
My language is Urdu. لغتي الأردية. لغتي الأردية.
أهي لغة
نعم.
سهلة.
نعم.
نعم. هي لغة سهلة.
Whoa, why did you say لغتو?
لغتي. I'm sorry. هي.
Oh, why T?
هي.
What does
نعم.
هي do?
هي. She.
So?
It's لغة. هي
Oh.
لغة
Mm-hmm.
سهلة.
That's right. Here doesn't do anything.
Exactly. I thought it was the jar.
هي لغة سهلة. Is it an easy language? نعم.
Yes, it is an easy language.
It is an easy language. وهل هذا صحيح? Is Urdu easy language?
Who? Me?
Huh?
I don't know Urdu.
He's saying لا.
No.
We have to take their word. Is
I
نعم?
mean, it's very tough to work.
You guys speak
Very
Urdu?
authentic Urdu. It's like
You speak Urdu?
Yeah, Urdu. Like, is an easy language to learn?
The actual Urdu is very.
it's like English is an easy language, but when you get into poetical English, it's like
Oh no, not like that. No.
in general, it's
mother tongue is Urdu.
So what do you think?
Which Urdu?
Speaking is easy, but
It seems like in this book, and also keep in mind, Dr. V. Abdul Rahman. He seems to like hard languages and say they're easy. He said Arabic was the easy language, and now he's got Urdu. It's like, it's easy language.
Maybe he forgot to say difficult.
No, it's probably easy for him because he was expert in Urdu and he's expert in Arabic. So it's like, yeah, it's easy. So English, like, well, maybe he's not that. I'm not sure if he knows English, but
He put it was hard in here.
he put it was hard. طيب, let's continue. Let's see. Are we gonna be able to finish the dialogue? What's the What's the time?
40.
40? Maybe.
Alright, so
After نعم هي لغة سهلة.
حمزة.
وهمزة ما لغة
ما لغته.
ما لغته.
Good. And it's وحمزة with just a dhamma, because Hamza is one of the words that are ممنوع من الصرف, like Aisha and Fatima and those names. Okay? And that's actually your name there. That's how it's spelled with a ha. Ham, not ham.
So you're supposed to use the Japanese because you got that line.
نعم اقرأ.
Okay.
Japanese.
لغته اليابانية
اليابانية.
اليابانية
Mhm.
وهي لغة صعبة.
All right. So if you stop and you say لغته and you stop, then you're going to say اليابانية. If you read continuously لغته اليابانية.
That who was throwing me off at the end of every word. I don't.
So now we learned about, if I say لغتك, it means your language. لغتي, my language. There's a lot of these phones going off. Ikhwan. Turn them down if you could do that. So it says لغتي is my, and now لغته is his.
Oh, his. Okay.
لغته
Yes.
الياباني, right?
Yes. His language is Japanese. وهي لغة صعبة.
I thought they had a
Swedish?
mistake.
Read that one. You read that part already?
Yeah, وهي لغة صعبة.
All right. اللغة اليابانية. Then he says to the left, it says اللغة اليابانية. And then he has a picture or letters of Japanese characters, actually they call them, not letters.
So what is
ما معنى سهل؟
easy?
وعكسه ماذا؟
Oh, this is difficult.
صعب is hard. سهل is easy. So you can't say easy peasy Japanesey. We just the mudarris told us it's hard.
Good.
So easy peasy صعب. Just that's it. No rhyming. Just get to it. Difficult.
Okay.
Next, Amir.
أين أبوك
أبوك. Good.
أبوك يا محمد.
نعم. Where is your father, O Muhammad? أكمل.
أين في
أين
No, it's alif ba ya.
أبو
There's a ya there.
أبويا
Oh, you turned into a Saudi. You know Saudis say that? It's normally you say Ebi, my father, because you have the word eb plus mine, Ebi. Akh plus mine, you say Akhi. No, they say just like you did. You'd fit right in. Abuya. Abuya. I don't know. They say Abu and then
We say Abu, right?
yeah, so it's Ebi.
أبي في الكويتي.
Ebi fil Kuwaiti.
أبي في الكويتي هو طبيب
هو طبيب.
هو طبيب شهير.
Good. أين أبوك يا محمد? Where's your father, O Muhammad? What's the next one say? أبي في الكويت. What does that say?
He's from Kuwait.
He is not from.
He's a Kuwait.
in Kuwait?
He's in. He أبي في الكويت. Because he asked him where. And then he says هو طبيب شهير. He is
Famous doctor.
famous doctor. And keep in mind also, that's how they say, you know, Ab is said differently in a lot of places. Like, you know, sometimes they just say simple things like Baba, right? They say, if you're calling your father, you can say Ebi, which means my father. They say Ebeti, right? Ya Ebeti, oh my father. Just, they say Abba, like how we call our, in Yemen, we say Abba, right? With an alif and then a ha at the end. And they say ummi, ummah, right? So there's just little different ways that they say that. All right. As far as abuya, that's how I say it there. But I'm trying to wonder: is there an original classical link to it. There might be that I'm not aware of. طيب. Sayyid.
وأين أمك؟
Good. Where is your mother? وين أمك?
هي أيضا. She is also.
And say the dads instead of zaz. وهي أيضا.
هي أيضا.
Good.
في الكويت. مع أبي.
Good.
هي مدرسة.
مدرسة.
هناك.
That's a new word. ما معنى هناك?
There.
There. Oh, it's not new? Oh, okay. ما معنى هنا?
Here.
هناك.
There.
Good. It says هي أيضا في الكويت. She is also
Right now.
not from in.
In.
She is in Kuwait.
She is also in Kuwait with
Oh.
my father. هي مدرسة هناك.
She's a teacher there.
ذهبت إلى الكويت. I'm sorry. Go ahead and read. And plus, it's not even what I just read.
Ma'a means with.
Ma'a means with. Go ahead.
الذهاب إلى الكويت.
And no, read it.
Copy.
Don't copy me because I told you it was wrong. Just read it what it says.
ذهبت
أذهب.
ذهبت إلى الكويت يا محمد.
Very good.
نعم ذهبت.
نعم ذهب. That's incorrect actually right there. If you guys have a fatha on the ba, that's incorrect.
What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a sukoon. Make it a sukoon on that second one. It says in that first sentence, أذهبت. I'm sorry, أذهبت. I keep saying that. You know why? Because the ladies today were learning about ta ta'nith as-sakin, the ta with a sukoon on it. And that's how you say for hiya, she went. You say ذهبت.
So it's
And they were learning it today. No, but the one we're taking is did you go?
ذهبت.
أذهبت. Did you go?
Mine says ذهبت.
No, it should say أذهبت. The first one.
So ذهبت is what?
No, let me get past the first one first. أذهبت إلى الكويت يا محمد. So he's talking to Muhammad. Did you go to Kuwait يا Muhammad?
Yes.
He said نعم ذهبت. That ba should have a sukoon on there.
I went.
I went.
I thought anta was you.
For
Saying the habta, so the habta is you.
no. ذهب. You know what ذهب means?
Left. Yeah.
Okay, and that ta at the end is telling us who's doing the action.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of things today. I mean, we're taking. Yeah, it's brand new. There's things like we're taking a lot. Like we have ba harf al jar. We have to, adding to a, what do you call it? A noun, or a verb. Yeah, to a verb, and then you have ta being added to a verb.
So the calf does the same.
We took a kaf. No, kaf is added to nouns.
Oh, this is
So these are all things that are being added that we need to talk about and describe. They're all going to be coming. That's why this is a long chapter. And I don't know why they just threw them all on you at one time.
Yeah. But they're gonna describe now?
Yeah, because for example, they're going to describe now. So you're taking ana, and if you want to say ana, my, I'm sorry, not my, but I. When it's adding to a verb, it's this. For anta, right? When it's adding to a verb, it's fatha. So this is what we're really going to be talking about. And then we're going to talk about adding a ba, harf jar, adding a kaf to be used for your.
Can you explain that again? Ana is me, right?
Yeah.
And two, what do you say? But two?
So, like I said, it's going to come up, but you have dhahaba, for example, right?
Okay, got it now.
Who's doing the action?
Two. Me.
No, don't look at this side. Just dhahaba by itself, right here. Who's doing it?
No, but just somebody.
Huwa. Right?
Okay.
Somebody. He went. So if I don't want to say he, how do I transform it from he went to I went? It's going to be two steps. And the step one is to make this a sukoon, right? and put two to the end.
Like a feminine thing, change it to a
Mhm. So we're putting it to say dhahab to. And that's how we say I did something. Anytime you're adding a dhamir to a word that's mutaharrik, it's going to make that sukoon. So this one has a haraka, right? Remember when we took dhahabat for a female? Did we take this yet? Oh, well, I'm sorry, it was the ladies. But see, this has a sukoon. It didn't change the letter before it. But this one is moving, so it had to change the one before it. That's what it means. It means la shay. That's on lesson like 13 that you'll take the habit.
I'll tell you then, huh?
You'll get to it. I mean, there's no point in me explaining it twice.
So we're gonna go over this tomorrow, inshallah.
This stuff we're going to go over tomorrow. Right now we're just getting through the dialogue. That's all. Because we have all the exercises. We have all the, different, what do you call it, words to take. There's plenty of time.
If you want to know, they will explain there.
If you do, yeah. Let me see. Who read last?
I read.
What did you read?
Where'd you go? I went.
Nam. And remember, it's got to be a sukoon there. That's enough, guys. There's too much stuff. That's enough. Let's stop on
What
this.
about the homework? We're not mentioning
Homework,
that.
read what we took today. You have to read it and read what is remaining.
Read to me is no.
To you is no homework. La hawla la quwwata illa billah. Read your guys' homework online. I'll see you all tomorrow, inshallah.